So today is definitely going to be very different to all my other live workouts that I have done. We are focusing on core and mobility, which I did a vote online and that was the majority vote. So we are focusing on activating our core, strengthening, lengthening and our mobility throughout our body. So we've got various things that we're going to be doing today, but we're going to start off with sort of a yoga flow just to warm our bodies up. So if you guys want to get ready, let's get going. Okay, so we're going to start off in a child's pose. You want your toes together, knees out wide, and then you're going to sink those hips back, reaching out with those hands. Allow those heads just to come down. Feel as if someone's pulling your hands away and pulling your hips in the opposite direction. So you really feel that stretch through the body. See if you can sink back even a little bit further. And then we're bringing both the hands over to the left hand side. You want the right hand on top of the left. And then just sink back, feeling that stretch through the arm, through the shoulder. Nice deep breaths as we go, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then walk the hands all the way over to the other side. Left hand on top of the right. Feeling that stretch through the shoulder. Keep sinking those hips back towards your heels. Good, and then coming back through the center, this time you're going to use your right hand, palm facing up, you're going to feed it underneath the left hand and allow that shoulder to come towards the floor. Starting to feel that mobility in our shoulder joints. Nice deep breaths. Good, and then back through the center. This time, left hand, palm facing up, feed it through underneath that right arm, shoulder down towards the floor. And then coming back through the center, you're going to come up onto all fours. We're just going to do some cat-cow, so we're going to wake up that spine, work on that spine mobility. So you're coming up, and then nice and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to slowly come all the way down, tucking the hips and the head under. Really stretching here, so making it nice and active, engaging that core, engaging those glutes, making those shoulders are down and back. Really push your upper back to the top of the ceiling, pushing through those hands. And one more each way, coming all the way up and back down. And now you're just going to go side to side. Let everything go. Nice big rotations, whatever feels good for you. Waking up that spine, waking up that body, both ways. And then we're going to come up into our first downward dog. So hips up into the air. You want to pedal the feet. If you need to bend your knees, that's absolutely fine, depending on how tight your hamstrings feel this morning. But keep pedaling it out, waking up those legs, pushing away from the ground with those hands and spreading out those fingers. Relax the heads down and then try and get the heels down towards the ground. And tipping forward into a plank position. Knees down, keeping the elbows tucked in, bringing that chest down to the ground and coming up into a little cobra. So you want to think about coming upwards, so you're lengthening through that spine, starting to engage those glutes. If you can push up a little bit further, you can do. Keep those elbows tucked in. Back onto all fours, and back into that downward dog. Let everything go. Move whatever you feel like you need to move. And then we're going to slowly walk the feet to the hands, as slowly as you can, feeling that stretch through the hamstrings. Nice and slow. And then when they get there, take hold of the opposite elbows and let everything go. Sway side to side, release the head, shake it yes, shake it no. Feel nice and heavy, little bend in those knees. Moving that spine. Release the arms, slowly roll up, head's coming up last. Take the arms overhead, reaching up nice and tall. And then opening those arms, folding back over, forward fold. We're coming up into a halfway lift, a straight back. So hands onto those shins. Create a nice straight back. Really reaching that head towards the front of the room. And then all the way back down. Stepping out into a plank position. Engaging that core. And then bringing the knees to the ground. Keeping those elbows tucked, lower down. And then coming up into a cobra. Again, lengthening. You should be able to go a little bit further this time. Engaging those glutes to protect that lower spine. Nice deep breaths. Back onto those knees and back up into a downward dog. And we're going to do it one more time. So we're going to walk the hands to the feet, stretching into those hamstrings and those calves. Nice and slowly. Little steps. And then bending the knees, rolling all the way up. Reaching up. Hands coming out. Folding all the way down. See if you can fold a little bit more. You can hold on to the backs of the legs to pull you in. And then halfway lift, coming into that straight back, reaching that head right out in front of you towards that front wall. And all the way back down, stepping it out into a plank. Just staying here for a second, making sure those shoulders are in line with those wrists. Engaging those glutes, engaging that core. And you can either come down to your knees now, or you can stay with me. And we're going to go all the way down, keeping those elbows tucked in. Nice and slowly, as slow as you can. Keep that control. And then onto the other side of your feet, coming up into an upward dog. So shoulders down, roll down and back. Head lengthening up to the ceiling. Engaging those glutes. Nice deep breath as you exhale, coming up into your downward dog. Let that head go, shake it yes and no. Spread those fingertips out, really engaging those fingertips into the mat. And then left leg coming up, keeping those hips nice and still, and then opening that hip. So really squeezing that core, trying to get the heel down to the ground with the foot on the floor, and opening up that hip, keeping those arms nice and square. And place it back down. Just reset, pedal out those feet. And then right foot up into the air, and then open it out. Opening into that hip joint. Keeping everything else as square as you can, facing forward. Nice deep breaths. And then placing that foot back down. You're going to come up onto your toes, bend those knees, sink those hips back, and then a little hop forward, nice and gently, hopefully landing softly. And now we're going to come into gorilla. So take the palms of the hands underneath the feet. You want those toes onto those wrists, so you can have a little massage here. And then release down, forward fold. Let everything go, feel that stretch through the backs of the legs. Now keeping your hands here, come up into a halfway lift. So feel like you're trying to lengthen and straighten that back. You should feel more of a stretch through those legs. And then coming all the way down, back to your forward fold. Release those hands. Slowly roll up, head's coming up last. Shake out those shoulders. Release 1 and 2. We're just going to warm up those hips a little bit. So feel free to hold on to something. Just going to do some hip rotations. Sorry if you can hear my hip clicking, that is disgusting. Totally normal though, if yours is too. Good, and then we're going to go the other way, so coming in with that leg. Really engaging that core, we're trying to activate it through this whole entire workout. Switching legs. Hopefully we've created a bit of warmth in your bodies. The warmer we are, the more mobile we'll become. And then switch coming in. Good, okay, we're going to stretch out those wrists quickly. So coming down towards your knees, you want the backs of your hands onto the mat, fingers pointing towards you, and then you're just going to sit backwards, nice and slowly, feeling that stretch through the wrists. Nice deep breaths. One might be tighter than the other, or you might not feel it at all, your wrists might be ready to go. And then take the palms onto the floor. And again, really, really slowly, you're going to now put a little bit of weight on the opposite way, bringing it forward nice and gently. And then holding those hands together, clasping those hands, you're just going to roll out those wrists one way and the other. Okay, so we are going into our first round of exercises. We are doing 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. These are all real core activation exercises, strengthening, and hopefully we'll get that heart rate up a little bit as well. We're going to draw a lot of heat towards the body. So our first one is a plank hold. I'm going to demonstrate the exercises as we go. So let's get ready for exercise number 1. We have got 8 exercises in total. So first one, we're going in 10 seconds, coming up into that plank position, either onto your hands or onto your elbows, whichever you prefer. Get yourself ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Wherever you are, squeeze those glutes and bring that body weight forward. Really engaging that core. The plank is one of the best core exercises that you can do. We want to feel nice and strong. Don't worry if you're shaking, embrace the shake. Keep yourself distracted, keep breathing. You're doing so well, nearly there. Keep squeezing nice and tight, 10 seconds. Keep it going. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Next exercise is toe touch. So into a downward dog. Touch your opposite toes, hips down. And into the other side. If you can't touch your toes, just touch wherever you can. So you really want to now work into the sides, obliques in our core. So we're going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Opposite hand to opposite foot. It's all in those hips. So you should feel a stretch in the backs of those legs. Feel that core working. Feel those shoulders activating. Good, keep that control, keep that form. No need to rush it here. Keep that head relaxed. Let it go as you go back. Keep squeezing that core, 8 seconds. Come on, last few reps. Well done. We're coming into a boat pose. So, onto your bums. We're going to come here into boat. If you want to make it harder, you just lengthen out those legs. If at any point you need to make it easier, just bend the knees. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you've got any lower back issues, I'd recommend staying here. You can always play around, one leg. See how it feels with 2. But you really want to burn it through that core. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Keep the legs nice and tight together. Relax the face. Keep breathing, 15 seconds. If you're not feeling that shape, take it a little bit further out. 10, you should be feeling this, it shouldn't be easy. Keep it going, last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, well done, onto your backs. We've got leg lowers. So how it works, your legs are coming straight up. If you need to bend, that's fine. You can put your hands underneath your lower back if you want, if you find that more comfortable. And then you're going to lower by 30%, another 30%. Hover, look at the toes and back. Let's go. Up straight, lower 30%. And another. Hover the floor, look at the toes. And knees in and up. Lower 30%. And 30%. And hover, look at your toes, knees in. Good, 30%. 30%. Hover, look, and back in. We've got time for one more. 30%. 30%. Hover, and rest. Well done. Okay, we have got a chair pose. So what I want you to do is just have your feet underneath your hips, hip width apart. You're going to touch those lower toes. Keep the weight back in the heels, and then arms up. In 3, 2, 1, touch the toes, weight back, arms up. So this is going to start activating those glutes, activating that core. If it feels too much, you can take your hands down to prayer position. Just try and stay with it. You should be able to lift those toes up off the floor, and you should be able to see your toes in front of your knees. Come on, 15 seconds. Everyone, let's sink a little bit lower. 10 seconds. Come on, nice and controlled. 5, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Onto all fours. Opposite hand and opposite leg are coming out. So you're keeping as still as you can, keeping that control and engaging into that glute. If you want more, coming up onto your toes into that plank position. Let's give it a go. Everyone up on their toes. If you need to fall back, fine. Let's go. Opposite hand to opposite leg. Nice and controlled. Keep those hips as still as you can. Squeeze that core. Good. Keep it going. That's it, 15 seconds. Come on. Woo. 7. A few more reps in. And rest. Well done. Okay. Our next 2 exercises, we've got a side plank. So you can either come onto your elbows or onto your wrist, but make sure that shoulder is stacked over the wrist, and we'll go through the variations. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you can have one foot out in front of the other. Keep the arm up, opening out that chest. If you want more, foot to knee. Even more, foot into the air. If you're struggling, just go back to putting one foot in front of the other. Try not to let those hips dip. Try and keep them up here. Option is coming down onto one knee. Keep that going. You've got 10 seconds. Stay with it. Come on, keep breathing. Keep that core engaged. All the way. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, we're switching sides. This is your last one, and then we get a little break. So we're going in 10 seconds. Get yourself ready. Onto the other side. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So remember, opening that arm out, opening that chest, using that core to push those hips up as high as you can. Option, foot to knee or foot up into the air. If you want, just take the feet in front of each other for that stability. Again, option to come down onto that knee and come in here instead, but keep opening out that chest. Wherever you are, keep it there. Come on, you've got 10 seconds. Staying nice and strong. Last few. All the way. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Right, you want to grab a little drink there. I'm getting hot. Well done, everyone. That is your activation round complete. We're going back into it. This time we are going to be moving a bit more. I'm going to be doing it with you, so I'm not going to demonstrate anything first. We're all going to go together. So we're going to focus on 12 reps of each exercise mainly. Some is a little bit different. Quite often our shoulders are one of the areas that get really tight, and a lot of the exercises that you do, you actually need quite good mobility for it. So we're definitely going to be focusing on that. Okay, let's get ready. Okay, so you're just going to do this with me. Our first exercise, coming into a plank position. You want the left foot to the left hand, opening out that chest. So we're going to do 12 reps. So everyone get ready, plank position. Squeeze that core and let's go. Nice and slowly with me. Open. Really feeling that through the hip flexor. Hand back down, back into that plank position. Right foot onto the outside of the right hand, opening out. Good. And onto the other side. Good, so we're working on opening out that chest and we're working on those hip flexors and the groins. Good, keep it moving, keep that head relaxed, keep that face relaxed. Keep those legs engaged as well, don't just let them flop, really hold those muscles. Squeezing that core, don't let that deactivate. Good, halfway there. Can bring up the pace a little bit now, feeling a little bit warmer in that movement. Good, keep it going. 2 more on each side. Last one on each side. Good, coming up into a downward dog. Hips up into the air. Try and get the heels down towards the ground. Fingertips nice and wide on the mats. And then heads down and back towards your center point, your belly button. And then left foot up in the air, bringing it through the hands, coming up into warrior one. So bending that front knee, so it's over the ankle, nice 90 degrees. Activating those legs, don't let them go. Arms up, reaching up nice and tall. And then coming into warrior two, so you're turning that foot out, hands out straight in front of you. And then what we want to do, we want to lengthen our front leg. So you're going to straighten that leg, hips going to the opposite side of the room. And then you want to reach down towards your foot. If you can't, just come onto your shin. And then opening out that arm. Lengthen, reach up to the sky and twist towards the back of the room. Keep squeezing that core. Squeezing those leg muscles, keep them engaged. Keep lengthening and then twisting. Nice deep breaths. One more deep breath, one more lengthen and twist. Bending that knee, hands coming over and then back into a plank position. Staying here, core engaged, shoulders over those wrists and pushing it back up to that downward dog. Okay, we're going to come onto the other side, right leg in the air, feeding it through. If you need to step that little bit, that's absolutely fine. Bending that Lengthening up. Warrior two. So turning that foot out to the front of the room. Bending into that leg. Focusing forward. Over the arm. And again, we're going to straighten this leg. Straighten that leg. Hips going towards the back of the room. Reaching all the way down. Or as far as you can go. And then opening out that arm. Reaching up to the ceiling. And twist. Really opening up that chest. Nice deep breaths. As you breathe in, lengthen. As you breathe out, rotate. Just as far as you can go. You should be able to go a little bit further each time. One more deep breath in through the nose, lengthen. And out. And twist. Bend the knee. Hands coming all the way over. Plank position. Squeezing that core up into your downward dog. And then we're going to come into our straddle position. So, legs out nice and wide. You're going to forward fold over, coming all the way over to the right hand side. So just as far as you can go, holding onto that foot, holding onto the ankle, you want to bring your nose down towards your shin. Try not to hunch the back, keep that back straight. So just going as far as you can go. Feeling that stretch through the back of that leg. Walking all the way over to the left hand side, same on this side. Nice deep breaths. And into the middle. So you can either stay here or you can use your hands to go in between those legs, pulling yourself down and back. Or you can hold on to the opposite ankles and bring yourself down a little bit. So pulling yourself through as much as you can. If you just want to stay here, that's fine, wherever you're at. Nice deep breaths. Bending those knees. Heel, toe the hands, the feet in, sorry. And coming all the way down to our groin stretch. Elbows in between those knees, opening up that groin. Keeping that chest up, heels down towards the ground. You want to see how low you can get your bums towards the ground. Keeping that chest up and open. Good. And then coming all the way up, rolling up that spine. We're coming into a Cossack squat. So first option, you want the foot facing forward on your left, and you're going to come up onto the right heel. You want to try and keep that left foot completely down on the ground. Bending in, squatting here. So you want that chest up, weight back in that heel. And then you're going to come over to the other side. That's option one. Option two, harder. Go a little bit lower. So you want to go down, and then over to the other side. Option three is the hardest one. So you want to go all the way down to the ground. Touch down, and coming up, and over to the other side. So we're going to do 12 reps with whichever option you feel most comfortable with. Get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Wherever you are, go nice and slow, nice and controlled. Keeping that core engaged, glutes engaged. Feeling nice and strong. Keeping that chest up. Try not to use those hands. Keep it moving. Keep breathing. Such good mobility for our groins here and our hip flexors. And really nice and strengthening movement as well. Good, 4 left. If you're ahead of me, don't worry. Or behind, that's fine too. Keep it moving. 1 more on each side. Good. And roll all the way up And roll out those shoulders, well done. Okay, into our inchworm. So, small bend in the knee. Walking all the way out, a little bit further than that plank. Engaging that core. Coming all the way back up and up. 12 reps of those. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Coming all the way down. Reach out, engaging that core. Nice and quickly. Coming back up. Good. Core engaged. Getting that heart rate up by moving down to the ground and up. Keep it moving. Good, try and get that pace up a little bit. Getting up as quickly as you can. Halfway there. Come on, keep it moving. We've got 4 left. Try and stay with it. Core nice and tight. 2 to go. Last one. And up. Good, well done. Okay, we're coming down to our stomachs. We are working into our mid-back this time. So, this is called a prone cobra. You want your thumbs pointing up. So take the hands out to the side, thumbs pointing up. You want to squeeze those glutes and then feet off the ground. Bring those hands all the way around, keeping those thumbs up the entire time and then bringing it back. You should really feel that in the middle of your back, making sure those thumbs are really pointing up towards the ceiling. Okay, we've got 12 reps, get ready. Nice deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Squeeze the glutes, feet off the floor, hands up. Let's go. Squeeze. And again. As far back as you can go. And back. And again. Keep those thumbs up. Making sure you're squeezing those glutes. And again. Good, keep it going. Nice deep breath. Should fit it through those arms, through the back, through those glutes. Halfway there, well done. And again. And back. And again. Good, 4 more. Keep it moving. Keep squeezing, last 3. Good, 2 more, should be burning. Last one. Thumbs up, squeeze. And release. Well done. Just shake those arms out. That's a little burner, that one. Okay, next exercise is called handcuffs. Sounds a lot scarier than it is. This is going to be really good for your shoulder mobility. So, coming onto your stomach, make sure you've got enough room out in front of you and to the sides. And then you want your hands on top of each other with your palms facing up, and you want it on your lower back. And then you want to squeeze those glutes, and then keeping those palms facing up for as long as you can. Take the feet off the floor and the hands come all the way around towards the front. And until they can't go anymore, turning it round, palms facing the floor. Back round, back into your start position. And then the hands come up towards the head and then all the way back down. So we're really working into those shoulders from all angles. So get yourself ready. Hands together, palms facing up. Squeeze those glutes. Keeping the palms facing up for as long as you can. Let's go. Bringing those arms around. Just as long as you can keep those palms up. And then turn them All the way back, together, and now hands towards the head. Bring them up towards the head. Bending those elbows, and now as far away as you can, and then start again. Bringing them out in front, as far as you can, until you can't, and then turn. Back together, towards the head, and towards the bum. And again, just going as far as you can with those palms up, and back round. And then towards the head, and back down. Keep squeezing those glutes, keep squeezing those legs. We've got 3 more. Palms up, and all the way back round. Hands towards the head, and back down. Come on, 2 more. Good, keep squeezing, keep that core tight. Up to the head, back down, 1 more. Good. And then towards the head, and back down. And release, well done. Okay, coming onto your backs. Okay, so, working into that core a little bit more now. We're going to take a little yogi gun. So you're going to take your hands out, just your index fingers pointing out. You want both the feet in the air. Left leg lowers. You go on the outside, inside, and switch. So get yourself ready. We've got 12 reps. So feet up in the air, nice straight legs. If you need to bring a bend to the knee, that's fine. Take your yogi gun, hands out behind. Left leg lowers, outside, back, inside, back, switch. Outside, back, inside, that's 2. Switch. Good, outside, inside, 3. Keep it going. Really reaching. We've done 5, switch. 6, halfway there, switch. Switch, that's 7. Come on, we've got 4 more. Inside, switch, 3 more. Keep it there, outside, inside, switch, last 2. Outside, inside, switch, come on. Outside, inside, and release, well done. Bring the knees to the chest, rock side to side. Okay, we're going to do a reverse curl onto our abdominals. So, you're going to use those legs, control, bringing it all the way in, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering down, touch the toes, and repeat. So it's nice and slow, nice and controlled. You should feel that core absolutely burning and making sure you're peeling that spine back onto the floor as you go down. So get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So curl up, nice and low, slowly, all the way back down, touch down. Coming up, slow, slow, slow. Good. Keep it moving. And touch those toes down. Good. Just 2 more. Should be burning, last one. Good. Now we're going to do a get up. So you bring all the knees in. Coming up to standing. No hands. Straight into it. If you need to use your hands a little bit to start off with, then please do. Let's go. We're doing 12. Rolling back through the spine. Standing up. Keep it moving. Good. Keep going. That's it. 4. 5. Get that pace. 6. 7. Using those hands if you really need to. 8. 9. and 12. Well done, really good work. Roll out those shoulders, roll out those arms, and the whole arm. We're gonna come into a nice glute stretch. We're gonna come into our pigeon position. So you want that 90-degree leg out in front, other leg straight back, bring it down. This is too uncomfortable. You can do the opposite onto your backs, and then just thread the needle and come here instead. Whichever you're optioning, nice deep breath, staying there. Keep breathing through that stretch. Nice deep breaths. Good. If you're here, coming up into a downward dog. If you're doing thread the needle, just switch legs and then coming on to the other leg here. Coming down to those elbows if that feels comfortable. Good, nice deep breaths. And then coming to the front of the mat, you're just going to do a few twists. So left leg underneath, right leg over, using your right hand, so the opposite hand to your front leg. You're going to twist around, again making sure you're lengthening up and then twisting. And switching over. Lengthening up and twisting. And then bringing the feet together, holding onto those toes, bringing that chest down towards the feet. Nice straight back. Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try and get a little bit further. Good, and then we're just going to finish off on our backs. So bringing the right leg over, left leg is nice and straight. Getting the opposite shoulder down towards the ground and facing away from that bent leg. Nice deep breaths. Releasing that body into the ground. And switching over to the other side, lengthening out that right leg, left leg over, left shoulder down towards the ground, facing the left side. And then rolling all the way over to the right hand side, using that arm to help you up. And then coming all the way up to standing nice and slowly. Releasing those shoulders, resetting 1 and 2. And you are all done. Well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry that went a little bit over. Got a little bit carried away with all our mobility. Let me know how you're feeling. That definitely was a little bit different to my usual HIIT sessions. But I will be back with a whole body HIIT on Thursday. But hopefully those bodies are feeling nice and warm, a bit more flexible. I really hope you enjoyed that. And I will post about my next workout soon. So yeah, thank you guys. Hope you have a lovely day. Enjoy that weather. And hopefully you feel nice and mobile. And hopefully you feel those cores tomorrow. Thank you so much. I'll see you all soon. Bye.